Hi everyone, it's your girl Sukie. Today I'm gonna give you 5 realistic tips on how to easily learn Chinese. Tip number 1. Listen on the go. No matter what language you are learning, it's always very important to immerse yourself in the environment. For me, English is not my native language and I've been studying it since primary school. However, it wasn't until me started living in the States before I could easily understand what the people were talking about. It's the same when you're studying Chinese. Of course, it would be very good if you could spend some time living in China. However, if you cannot, you could always listen to podcasts. There are many Chinese podcasts on various platforms for different levels of Chinese learners. However, I just couldn't find one that I really like. This is why I'm launching my own podcast, which is called Wrap Up Chinese Poems. In this podcast, you'll find 43 famous poems, and by famous, I mean they are so classic that almost every student has learned them back in school. And I combine them with music. It's not like Taylor Swift or like a rock and roll, but I'm trying to make you to feel the pattern, to feel the rhythm, and most importantly, to feel the Chinese tones. Now you probably know there are 4, technically 5 Chinese tones, right? Which are very confusing. And I just found that poem is a great way for you to get a natural feeling for the Chinese tones. You can listen to the podcast when you are driving or in a subway or on a bus and immerse yourself in a Chinese environment. And most importantly, lay a good foundation for further Chinese learning. I really hope you guys will like my first podcast, and I'll put a link in the description below. Make sure to check it, okay? And since it's the holiday season, you guys will have a holiday offer as well. So enjoy! Tip number 2. Watch while eat. I have this habit of learning English. During my 1-hour lunch break, I will always watch YouTube because I really want to catch up with my favorite YouTubers and they are speaking English. Tip number 3. Look it up in a dictionary. This is so important because in order to speak a language, you need a decent amount of vocabulary, right? So when you come across a word you don't really know, just look it up in a dictionary. And this is why I'm recommending this app for you. It's called Baidu Translate. What I really like about this app is when you look up an English word, it will show you not only the Chinese characters, but also pinyin. Now, if you don't know pinyin yet, you see there is a play button, right? Just click it and it'll read it for you, which makes the whole learning experience so much easier. Tip number 4. Pick a TV drama or movie and watch it over and over again. Here is a fun fact about myself. While I was trying to learn Finnish, which is a language almost as difficult as Chinese, I watched Harry Potter for a whole year, every night. And for Japanese, I watched the animation Detective Conan for 2 years. And for English, the classic Friends, and I watched it for 4 years. It's very effective, but there are some parameters when you decide which movie or TV drama to go for. Number 1, the audio should be in Chinese and the subtitle in the language you understand. Number 2, you'd better either really love the story or there is a celebrity in it that you really love, because you need to watch it over and over again for God knows how many years. Number 3, the story should happen in modern China, not in Asian China, because the way people speak are so different and you need to keep yourself updated. Number 4, no dialect. This is so important because for me, I have a hard time understanding the dialect. So when you try to pick a movie or a TV show, make sure it is in standard Chinese. You can ask me, leave me a message, or you can ask your Chinese friend, because you want to learn the standard Chinese that everyone understands. Tip number 5. Block a period every week and do some review work. You can do that once a week or twice a week. You can do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. It doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you. But make sure to do it because the review is so important. Otherwise, you'll just easily forget it. If you're interested in learning Chinese, make sure to like and subscribe. I put the useful information in the description below, so make sure to check it, okay? My name is Sukie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!